Hello, this will be a beginner's guide to last period,終わりなき螺旋の物語, a game, a Japanese mobile game that doesn't tell you anything. Okay, it's a gacha game with pretty graphics, and I'm going to introduce you on how to install this game because it's all in Japanese, and how to play it because many people have trouble to do that. So first of all, you need a queue app, which you have to first install on BlueStacks or on your mobile smartphone, and then you have to search for last period, and this is it. You have to download the game. And once it downloads, you have to install it. And open it. And voila, this is the game. Okay, back. So when the big button asking you to download the data appears, click OK, which is the green button. Then wait for the game to download. Tap to start. So I've clicked, and the game has started. Now I have to choose a realm that I'm going to be a part of. This thing can be changed anytime in the game, but just in case you want to choose a specific realm from the start, you can already do it. So the first one is the human realm, which is the most basic one of the realms, and it has the biggest population, as well as there are just normal people like us in it. Then there's the spur realm, which is military. It has a battle. It's a winter country where the resources are very sparse, and the people of this country have decided to pursue war as a way to survive, and they're trying to get more territories where it isn't as cold and where they can live. So this is a military country, the spur realm. Then this is animal realm, which is the beasts territory. So everyone here is a beastman, which is a person that has a human body and animal ears or tails. There's a big conflict in this country between the pure breeds, the people, the beastman, that only has qualities of one animal, and the mixed bloods, which are beastmen which, for example, have some traits of the rabbit and some traits of the wolf, as the guy in the background here has. So animal realm is Nekomimi, basically. Blood realm is the realm of witches, and almost all people in this country are girls. The proportion of girls and boys in this game is about 80% girls and only 20, maybe even 15% of guys. So this game is mostly going for the guys as the customers, but it also has some nice artwork for the girls to enjoy. So, well, if you can stand the fact that most of the gacha is girls, this game should be for you. And yeah, Blood Realm is basically cute witches, all girls, and there's 10 precious gems council inside. The Daya is the person in charge of the council, and it's like a Sabbath of the witches, where the 10 precious gems govern over the whole country. Then there's the Sky Realm, which has angels. Every person in the Sky Realm has wings. It is later revealed that... okay, spoilers. Anyway, Sky Realm is a religious country. They have a god they worship, and it's similar to Vatican in some ways, I guess. Anyway, there are cathedrals and all the angels sing chorus to praise the gods. And then there's the Hell Realm, which is the science country. The scientists of Hell Realm try to develop technology and experiment mostly on humans. So, for example, the character here is a being that came to be from a rose. So Hell Realm has all the weird people that have been evolved, mutated, or other how changed into special beings, and they have pointy ears a lot of the time, not always. So Hell Realm, demons, stuff like that, and science. Sky, blood, animals, pair, and human. We're going to start as human. Alright, so human is the most populated one. Sky is said to have the least people in it. The other realms are fairly populated. Okay, so we're going to start as the human realm. It's asking me if I would like to start as the human realm. Yeah, I would like to be situated in the human realm right now. Oh, there's more downloading. Right, let's have the voice on.
それがこの世界の摂理だからこそ、人は絶望や後悔に負けてはいけないのだと母さんは言った。だけど、14歳になった僕が思う。絶望をせず生き抜ける人なんて果たしてこの世界にいるのだろうかと。
Okay, so the main character of the game just said that people in this world, when they die, they become creatures called spirals, which are basically human souls that die in despair. So if you die in desperation, you're going to turn into a spiral, a monster that the periods. So the periods are the people who end the existence of the spirals. We're going to be cleansing those spirals, monsters, those people that have died in despair. And Haru is saying that his mother has told she's told him that there are some people that won't die in desperation, and that we can conquer the desperation. But Haru is not sure if that really is the case. And here we meet Erika, his master, his teacher of the period. So Haru is right now just a beginner period. He doesn't know much. He just came to the city to become a real full-fledged period, and Erika is his master. So here she's saying that yeah, so let's go to the translation. Hey, at least reply. It's you're not sleeping anymore, are you? Ah, yes. Oh dear. It's amazing that you get blown away 38 times, but by the same training equipment. So they're training right now, and Haru just tried for the 38th time to finish the task and he couldn't do it, so he's going to try the 39th time. Maybe you should give up already. Being a period is impossible for you. Please, just... I just don't want to give up yet. But I think it's impossible for you, you know. I have to become a period, and there's a person I need to defeat when I become that period. If I can't do that, I will definitely regret it. That's why. That's why what? Just one more time, please. If I don't become a period, Alright. That's the last chance I'm going to give you. I'm going to help you with this exam. So this is an exam where Haru is trying to become a period, right? So if he doesn't pass, he's not going to be allowed to be a period. But even if you defeat the guy now with my help, you're going to only be a beginner period, a chick of a period. A period in training, and I'm going to use you to the bone to get you to be a real period, even if you pass this test with my help. Thank you very much, says Haru. At least I admit you have guts to try another time. But it's not like you can live on guts and being ready to die for this alone. This life is not as easy as this. People that die without hope, that die in despair, they are reincarnated as spirals. This is the kind of world we live in. So if you want to live here and be a period, you just have to become strong. Yes. So once again, we repeat the test. Here we go. Okay, so now this is going to be the first trial game where you're going to be taught how to play this game. It's really easy, but it's probably easier when you've already played it. The first time I was watching this, I didn't understand at all what was being told of me to do. So there are a few more points than what's going to be told here that are important, but we will go to that later on. And the first battle is loading. And here we go. Well then, if you're not going to give up, I'm going to first teach you how to attack the enemy. To attack, I need to push the attack button. That's right? Yes, that's right. So first, try to attack. Yes! Okay, so this is the attack button. This is the main button that you're going to press. So to attack, you have to press the attack button. Did you remember that? Yes, I got it. I got that. Okay. Alright, so the next one would be the order in which we're going to attack. Depending on the speed of each unit, the units are going to be attacking in order. So if your speed is higher than Y units, you're going to be first in the order to attack. And for example, if his speed would have been twice as low as yours, you would get 2 attacks before he gets to attack. This is a cue of the attack order. So Erika is the first one to attack now, then Harry will attack, and then the enemy will attack. Probably he won't get an attack because he's already half dead, and Erika's attack is far superior to Harry's. So let's check the order in which we're going to attack. Erika is first, right? So we're going to attack as Erika. Oh, okay, so first in the order is Erika. Yes. Alright, so now try attacking as me. Okay, so we attack, we click. I did this. Okay. Alright, so here we go, the next basic. Connecting a chain. This is a main mechanic of this game. If you attack, you just click this button, right? But if you click it in the right order, it's going to let you connect the attacks to create more powerful ones. You're going to increase your critical rate and increase your critical damage output. And also you can do stuff like overkill. So here we see the combo that is currently being, so Haru attacked once and Erika attacked once, so that's 2 attacks, that's 2 combo. You can go up to, well, you can infinitely increase that combo, but the max that is usually a good point to go for is 100, because that gives you the biggest boost of gold. For this quest, where no gold rewards are available, this isn't really important, but to connect the chain, there's going to be a big round circle that first goes white, then I think yellow and red, and if you click between yellow and red, it gets blue, and that means you're connecting to the next person. So if you click between that time the next attack, then it's going to connect and again and connect and again. So chain, what's that? If you want to explain it easily, you connect the timing of your friends to get continued attack. When you attack, yes, so there's this white circle, I don't know how to say that, the timer, the pointer. While this gets smaller, you can adjust the timing to get all the attacks on top of each other. Well, anyway, let's just try doing that. I'm going to make you connect those attacks. So yes, we're going to attack. See, this is okay. So it was blue. It was a blue circle, and then it turns to yellow, and then red. What happened? Why didn't you connect that? You have to connect with the circle, the pointer that is getting me. When it's getting smaller, you have to click the button one more time. Okay, so we click Erika, and when that gets okay, when that gets yellow or red, this is where you have to click to connect the attacks. As long as you don't fail the connecting to the next attack, the chain won't break. So we can do that infinitely. But depending on the type of attack, the kind of timer that's going to come, the speed of that timer being released is changing, ever changing. So one attack might have it going slowly to become the small dot, and another then can really quickly become really small, so that makes it easy to miss the mark. So let's see how much of the attacks can you connect with your skill right now. With my skill. Don't think you can do that from the very start. You need practice for this. Yes. As long as you attack in a connected way in a chain, damage output to the enemy and the speed at which the special skill of each unit will be available are going to get better for you. So you're going to the damage output is going to be bigger, and the skills are going to come faster. I will explain more of that later. Anyway, try to aim precisely to get to connect the chain. I get it. Alright, so let's get to the next step, and before that let's defeat the enemy. Yes, I'm going to do that with the attack button. Alright, so we're going to try to connect as much of those chains as possible. Why didn't it let me? Can you use the skill here? Skill? What's that? That's right. A stronger attack. Also an attack that can heal your friends, heal other characters. Skill that can make the enemy weaker in some ways. It depends on the unit, but each different period has a different skill. But, well, a skill is a stronger attack, or a skill. Normally you have to wait for the skill gauge, that's the blue one here, to be full to use it. But just this once I'm going to let you do it right away. So show me your skill. What should I do? For now, let's attack without thinking. Okay, so even though his skill gauge is not shining, they're allowing us to click the skill button. So normally we're going to have to attack a bit more to use the skill once this is filled. It's going to shine a little in blue here when the skill is available, and then we can click this. But this time, this just once. In this tutorial we're going to start with using the skill. Oh, and it should have been stronger, but that's how he's a period in training. It looked a bit dangerous when you did it, but fine. Skills are the most powerful weapons of periods. You have to understand the skills of all the members, so here will be up to 6 members, before you can use it wisely. You can put the skill into the chain of the attack, so attack and skill are almost the same, so if you click the attack, then the pointer is going to become smaller, and if you click the skill in the right moment, it's going to connect the chain just like it connects the attack. Yeah, with the powerful skills you can do some other damage to the enemies. After me, try to connect the chain with the skill, and if you do that and we defeat the enemy, this is going to be the end of this test. Hi! Yes, let's see. Yes, So what happened to the way to how you attack? Align the aimer, the pointer, to my when you attack to my skill, and then click the attack skill. Okay, so we're going to first attack and then use the skill. Oh, come on. Alright, and the test is over, Haru has cleared. And he's going to be a period in training, which is going to be his title for the most of the first part of the game. Alright, good work. So starting tomorrow, you're going to have your first work as a period in training. Come here at 8 o'clock. This is the 8th quarter, 8th division of Arc End. So Arc End is the last period organization, the period organization, sorry. So the periods are the cleansers of those spirals, right? And Arc End, it's an organization of periods. It's an organization that connects the periods and gives them work. They're like police or army, stuff like that. They have so she's like a commander, and Haru's like the soldier. Meanwhile, you can rest in the dorms. Here you go, a map and a key for your quarters. Going? Yes, I think I can get there. And I suppose your friend is waiting for you. Go to them fast and tell them about the results of the test. Thank you very much. So I will be working hard from tomorrow onwards. See you then. And this is the old capital, Hopeless, inside the city, and it's the evening. Hopeless is the place where the start of this plot begins. So where the story begins, and as in Japan, Kyoto is the old capital of Japan. Like now it's Tokyo, but before it was Kyoto. So similarly, there's the capital Wisebury and the old capital of Hopeless in this world. So because Happy Element, I don't know if that's the reason, but Happy Elements is in Kyoto, so in the old capital of Japan, and the game of Last Period starts in Hopeless, so in the old capital of the human realm. So here we meet the second main character, Choco-chan. So late. I'm sorry. But the test has ended safely. I became a period. in training.
春
Haru. Right, so the main character's name is Haru, which means spring in Japan, but he's Haru and this is Choco.
何？
What?
お腹すいた
I'm hungry.
おいおいおい。
Oi, oi, oi.
試験に受かったのよ。
I just passed the exam. Don't you have anything else to say?
お腹
I'm
痛の
hungry. Oh,
そりゃそうだよね。
well, I suppose you are.
うん
Anya?
宿舎に行けば食べ物があるかもしれないよ。行こう、チョコ。
If we go to the dining hall, there might be some food. Let's go, Choco.
うん
Okay, that's
チ
okay.
ョコの手を取り、僕
I,
は
I took
宿舎までの道を歩いて
Choco's hand and went with her to the dining hall.
故郷から一緒にやってきた幼馴染で
Choco is my childhood friend that came to the old capital with me,
倒さなきゃいけない相手だ。
and the enemy that I have to defeat as a period. Okay, so this is where the story starts getting really dark, right? So he just said that he had an enemy that he has to defeat once he becomes a period, and he's really determined to become one. And the person he has to defeat is that really cute little friend of his from his childhood. Oh, more downloading. Okay, so this is basically going to be the main screen of the game when it loads. And we're going to be seeing the most of it all the time. So here is the guild, which you can join from level 20. Here is the news area where the news arrive. Here is going to be a little girl making rounds to gather some gold for you. Here is the arena where you can play against other players or against the computer. And the big banner here is going to be the events that take place at the moment. There are also going to be some some special characters that appear in the event, either in the front of the scene or going around the plaza to show which characters are currently available in the gacha. Okay, so here we go, the PV. Ah. No. Don't. Okay, it's kind of crashed at the end, but this was the this was the music video, the opening of last period. Okay, so here's Choco and she's waking up Haru.
起きる
Wake up!
起きろ
Wake up! This is angry. Okay, Zubishi. Zubishi is Choco's way of waking up Haru. I think it's like taking out one finger and drilling it into Haru's stomach. And that's the usual reaction she gets from him when doing Zubishi. So Zubishi is a word to remember. It's perfect.
春起きた
So I would translate Zubishi to heal or stuff like that. Haru, you woke up.
いやいやいや。
No. I didn't wake up. This is dangerous. Dangerous, you know.
うん、
Okay. Okay, I don't remember which one was that, but something along drilling him somewhere. I don't remember. I think Zubishi had like 3 forms, so I don't remember which one it was, but it's a killer move for waking up Haru, basically. I thought my breath is going to be taken away.
時間
It's time, Haru. Alright, Choco is speaking in very simple sentences, sometimes only words, not sentences. So she doesn't have a very wide vocabulary. I might not be able to show that because my vocabulary is also not good in English and Japanese. Oh no, I have to go! Okay, so apparently I need to go to the main office. It's already this time. I'm late from the first day. Erika is definitely going to be angry. I have to hurry. Okay, so this is the main screen. So this is the news. This is the guild, this is the arena, which is locked. This is the little... Okay, I can't click that. And here we have home screen, so basically this is the home screen. Quests, exchange place, kokanjo, units, so place where we see our units and do upgrades and stuff with that. Call, so this is the gacha, and calling our friends. In this game we are calling people, and this is menu, so the main settings. Here is our rank, we just started, so it's rank 1. Oh, here is our name. I thought I would set something different, but okay. Our experience, and here is our AP, so action points. So to do quests we need to use action points. This is our gold, and this is the lunar stones, which are items used for the gacha, for the limited gacha. And here is our realm, so right now we are the human realm. Okay, and we have to start with clicking the quests. Alright, and here will be the beginners board missions. Here are the campaigns that are currently ongoing. Here is the daily missions and other missions board, and here is the presents. So let's start with quests. And here is the chapter 1 of our story. Is this the place? The area? Okay, so area is area 1 is a part of the chapter. So this is chapter 1, and there are going to be 6 areas in chapter 1. There are about 16 chapters or 18 or like something like that in arc 1, and there's also arc 2 of the story, and in arc 2 we have chapter 1, and there's going to be chapter 2 coming out in January 2020. Okay, so is this the right area? Yes. We click the area 1 in chapter 1, so this is area 1. Just a little more until the main quarters. I'm barely safe. And Hajimari Nasa, so the first morning is the name of the first quest. So we had a chapter, then the area, and then now there's a quest. So each area is 5 or 6 quests, I think. Right, so we have 6 areas, in each area 6 quests or 5 quests, and that's 1 chapter to finish. Yeah, so he's asking us now to click this. Here is the title of the story we're going to the quest we're going to do. Here is a monster that's appearing inside this quest. Here is how cleared the quest is going to be. So this is going to be beginner's level, intermediate, and expert, which are called standard, experts, and ultimate. Standard, expert, ultimate. And here are the rewards for finishing the area. This is how much of the area is cleared. This is how the area is actually called. So it's the Cayman Lake or Cayman Hot Springs. And here this little thing says that we have we don't need to use as much AP to half of the AP and double exp and double drop and double something. So it's just campaigns that are going on right now, and since we are starting, those campaigns are even bigger than normally. Okay, so we click the first quest in the first area of the first chapter of the first arc of this story. Barely, but I am safe. No, you're out. Oh no. You have some nice guts to be late on your first day, even though you're a period in training. I thought I told you. If you can't live through in this world if you just do as you did before. I'm sorry. Normally I was going to explain today's matters in the office, but because you are late, you're going to get, as a punishment, you're going to get a special training. Okay, so arc ends, special training. Here we go. Erika is actually really worried about Haru and just tries to make him stronger to live on in this world, because there are so many dangerous situations here. People die all the time, so she really wants her little Kohai to be able to live through. So many people. This is group training. Okay, so this is our team, 6 people. These are all 2 stars, really nice. This is Archer, I think this is Magician, Swordman probably, and Brawler. As a special treat today only, they're going to help you with the training. Oh, I see. I look forward to working with you. Alright, let's let the test begin. Let the training begin. Look here. Okay, so these 3 things here are something I didn't cover before. Those are orbs. No, wait. Sphere. Those are spheres. Each of them has a different effects. This one is, for example, to charge up the skill bar, so the blue one, and each skill charges all units. Each sphere charges all units skill at the same time. So the hard one is going to be, this one is still locked, but after we do some attacks, this is going to get available, and if we click this one's going to disappear, and this one's going to be put here, and the next one then is going to be available to appear. So the hard one gives us some more health. Right now every unit is at full health, so even if I did click that, it wouldn't do anything. This is a sphere. It's going to become the power that's going to help you. Sphere. Even if it doesn't seem... Even if you still don't know what it means, well, just test it, and it's going to be faster this way, so come on, just click the sphere. Okay, so we're going to click the skill sphere. Oh wow, and all the skills are now available. Amazing! The skill gauge has become plentiful, has become filled. Okay, so as I said, there's light, blue light around the units that can use the skill, and the skill is going to be shining all the time like this when it's available, so that you can't miss the fact that it's charged. Okay, so all the skills are charged. If you use skills skillfully, the battle situation may change. There are different effects, like starting with healing, the skill charge, speed up, power up, upgrade of your guard, and other many other skills. Don't worry, you can understand them slowly. That's fine to understand them slowly. Oh, and here we have all the effects, all the effects of the spheres. So the little pink heart is going to be healing, so it makes your HP go up. The skill sphere is the green one, and it makes your skill charge get bigger, right? It doesn't always max out your skill gauge, it just gives you some points in the skill gauge. Okay, so quick sphere, it gives your units some speed up. So the next time they're going to attack is going to become a little sooner, not a lot sooner, it depends on the enemy, but a little sooner. And the power up sphere is your attack is going to be a bit higher, and the guard up is making you the damage that you're going to suffer from enemies' attack are going to be smaller. There are two types of each of those 5 spheres, so there is a normal one and a special one. The normal one has a smaller effect, and the bigger one has a better effect, but it takes twice the time, I think, to make this charge up. So the cost is bigger, but the repay is also bigger. Okay. To charge up a sphere, you... Alright, okay, so she's basically saying that it's alright, even if you just attack normally, the skills are going to... the spheres are going to slowly light up, but the best way and the fastest way to light up the spheres is by connecting the attacks with chain. Again, chain. It's the same as yesterday, it's today. Did you forget already to make your to make everyone work better together? Use the chain to connect the attacks. Yes, yes. Okay, so I don't know why, but it's asking me to attack for now. Wow, it didn't work. don't have the time to be wasting. Just do it one more time. Come on, connect the chain. Okay, so when it gets yellow or red, we click. Have it again. I say this many times, but chain is the basic of battle in this game. Skill and sphere, they both depend on your chain. If you have more allies in your party, you can connect more chains too. It becomes possible to connect them more. So even if one person is dead, unable to fight, it's a problem for the whole party because the chain becomes smaller in between the attacks of the monster. It's good to remember what the HP of units is all the time. Yes. Alright, so the next round. Can I ask a question? What's that? What's that? Alright, so Haru is asking about combo now. So you've noticed. It kind of stands out. This is a combo count. It counts the number of connected attacks you've made. Does it have any effect? First of all, you get a bonus reward for the combo count at the end of the mission. So this is, if you get to 100, I think that's 2.5 gold. If you get to 550 combo, you get twice the gold. If you go to 20 combo, you get 1.5 the amount of gold you would have gotten. And the 10 combo is 1.2 times the gold so 11 gold times the number of combo you're going to make, which is at maximum 2.5 times, right? So in the quests that don't give you a high gold reward, it doesn't matter what kind of combo you make, just focus on the combo in the gold quests mostly. The next one, combo count. If it's higher, the critical rate, the critical damage of the attack is going to be higher. So if we connect those attacks, we're going to get additional damage output. Oh, here we go. So for 58, for example, that's 30% of the critical damage up, and the chain, if you're going to do a chain, is also going to give you a rate up to attack. That's right. And if you get a max combo, you also get a multiplier to the gold. Only gold. So for clearing the quest, you get, for example, 250 gold. There's a mini boss drop of something else, and then you multiply it by that. So here is like a 20, right? So that's 1.5. If it was 50, that's twice, and if that's 100, that's 2.5 times the gold amount, and this is the amount you're going to get for each quest. You can't get anything off from going over the combo of 100, unless you're going to need more of these. Mostly the chain one, actually. After 100, the other options just don't matter anymore. Right, and if you get high enough in combo, not only the critical damage output is going to be higher, but also the critical rate. So at first, you have to to get a critical, which is a higher damage than normal. You have to have a certain critical rate to get to the critical. At first, it's going to be harder, but later on, basically all your attacks are critical. You never get a normal one. But at this point, it's still important to remember that our critical rate is not that high yet, so we're going to need to upgrade that critical rate, and to do that, we can connect the combo. That's amazing! Alright, I'm going to try that now. Right, so we're going to... Wow! 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 It disappeared! Right, so the 8 combo, that was actually 9 combo that was here, it disappeared. Listen to the end of my talk. Combo chain, the combo and the chain, they both depend on your attacks that are not disturbed by the enemies. So the enemy has just disturbed us by attacking us and actually hitting us. So each hit from the enemy is going to reset both the combo and the chain. And to not allow that, we're going to have to guard. So then we can only get the chain up to the number of people we have here before the enemy attacks. Listen to the end of my story. Okay, so this gets resetted if you just get hit by the enemy. That's what I said, but if you actually have a good timing to guard the attack on that enemy, your chain is going to be your chain is going to stay how it was. Ah, I see. When the enemy is going to attack, click the guard button. The guard button is going to show up, so it's going to show up in the place of the attack button. It's basically the same button, just changes the image. And now you have to watch closely how the enemy is going to attack. So he's going to be first spring down, then jump, and then he's going to attack us. And the main point of this game is to remember the attack pattern of each spiral, yes, and be ready to guard against all of the attacks of the enemies. This used to be really hard, and the main reason why this game was considered a bit hard. But lately they've added an option that if you guard before the enemy's attack and just click and hold, right? So holding the button pressed, the guard button pressed all the time, you're going to be able to guard all of the enemy's attacks. So this enemy has only one attack, but sometimes they attack like 3 times, and it's easier to just hold and click and hold rather than to click 3 times each time in the right moment when the enemy is attacking. So this became much easier lately. Okay, so let's try to increase the combo a bit and then use the guard correctly. Okay, so here's attacking. Oh, Okay, I didn't make it. Ooh, it didn't work. One more time and faster this time. You have to meet the timing of the attack. Okay, so still a little late. You have to attack faster. Okay, okay, so I've clicked even too fast, but it still held. And this is going to be what I said, but in the opposite way. Say it the opposite way. If you can guard properly the enemy's attack, then the damage you're going to get from his attack is going to be smaller than if he had just hit you. I would have said that this is the right way to explain this, that I'm going to get less damage rather than if I fail the guard, then the combo is going to be gone. You could say that. Anyway, if you fight against a harder enemy, you should aim to guard against all of his attacks. Also, if you use the guard well, the skill charge is also going to replenish faster. And if I put it together, it's something like this. So guard, tap the guard, if you get a perfect. Okay, so there are two kinds of guards. There's the perfect guard, which is really hard to get, and the good guard, which is not so hard to get. So what are the results of guarding? The damage that you get from enemies' attacks are smaller. The chain isn't the combo chain and chain aren't zeroed, aren't destroyed. You don't start from zero. You can continue the combo, and the unit that has managed to do the guard properly, his skill charge, his skill gauge is going to be filled a little bit. Okay, and this is the new thing that they've added this year. So if you're in trouble, you can just hold guard. So instead of worrying that you have to click perfectly in the moment where the enemy is attacking, you can just click and hold for the smaller effect. It's not going to be as good as perfect, nor is going to be as good as good, but it's still going to connect the chain and the combo. So if you can't perfectly perfectly push the button at the moment to get a perfect or a good, you can also hold, especially if the enemy has like 7 attacks in 1 second. It's nearly impossible to get guard against all of those. So there's a league of this game where almost professional players try to do that, but only the best can, and it's most of the time you just hold. Yeah, so they've added this because basically guarding was really hard and everyone was complaining how hard it is to get it good right all of the time, because each enemy has a different pattern, so you had to learn every enemy, and if they had a limited monster, you still had to learn his patterns, for example, on the day it was released, so it was a pain. If I properly this to do guard, I can also anticipate enemies' attacks. That's half right, huh? When you fight against beginners enemies, the timing for the guard might be easy or might be hard to meet, to fit, to get into the so finding timing and clicking in the right moment might be hard, but later on they could do a lot of feints. You think that they're going to attack, but they actually go another round and only then they attack, and you've already guarded, so now you can't do it. There are also some attacks that make you paralyzed or blind, and in these cases you can't attack, and also in those cases you can't guard, so you can't attack and you can't guard. Oh, I see. Try to aim for the guard, but don't worry too much if you fail. Okay, alright, I get it. Alright, and let's go to the next of today's, the last of today's trainings menu. First, let's clear up this guy. Okay, so I think I can't. Huh? Okay. Alright, so we finished the basics of fighting in this game. To wrap up everything, you're going to defeat all of those. So, basics of battling. Try to connect the chains. Skillfully use the spears and the skills. And guard against the enemies. So basically we only click the attack button and the same which one is guard button and the skill button, okay? Yes! Alright, so let's see what you can do. Fight against the enemies you see in front of yourself any way you want, just defeat them. I understood. Okay, so there's one more thing that we have here that I haven't thought about, so maybe let's talk about that now. Here's the wait button. The wait button allows us to skip around, so we're not going to attack this round. And if we want to connect the chain, we can still click wait in the moment when the aimer, the pointer, is going yellow to red to connect the chain, but skip one person. For example, sometimes you want to skip a jammer, you want to skip one of the attacks because you want to save it for later, and it's better to wait instead of use his normal attack because, for example, the probability is going to be worse, or you don't want to wake up an enemy that is sleeping or stuff like that. Okay, here we have menu. Oh, okay, I can click it. This is the wave, so when the first enemy appeared, that was wave 1, then the second appeared, this was when wave 2, and 3 enemies is at wave 3. Basically, we attack in 3 waves here. This is, it says how many waves there are going to be. This is how much gold we're getting from this quest. And this is how much items we're getting, and this is how much spiral eggs we're getting. I will explain that later. This is, we can speed up the battle, and this is auto, which I won't click right now, but it's going to do auto battle for us. Okay, we can see that from 10 up there's going to be a critical 10% rate up. If we go to 20, I think it's 20 and that's 0. Yes, wait, what's this? This is fears, this is attack button, this is skill. Okay, let's try connecting the skills this time. Okay, I failed. Some of the units have skills that allow you to attack all the enemies at once. Ah. Oh, and I missed that. I could have healed her. Okay, and we've cleared the quest with 20 combo, but we're only getting 70 gold, so that doesn't matter. Oh no, rank up. No! Okay, so we became rank 3 now. Our IP is over the limits, but it only can be a maximum of twice the amount of the IP we're currently holding. So 52 times 2 is 104. In reality, we would have had about 150 or more. So it's a waste to go above right now. Okay, so the beginning, the first morning, standard mode, number of Zell. Okay, so Zell is the gold in this game. Clearing the reward for clearing is 250. The drop from the enemies is 71, and the max combo is 26, so that's 1.5. So we get 482, and this is going here. And we also got 200 XP, which made us rank up twice. So for the 4th rank we need 100 XP. Then the reward items appear. So this is a screw that is used in leveling up our characters, and these are the pages that help you with awakening. I will talk about awakening more later. And this button would usually allow us to repeat a quest, and this one is to end the quest. Okay, it's repeat because we've played the quest for the first time. We can't repeat it yet. If we were doing it again, then repeat would have been fine. Okay, so thank you. Finished. On those boards there appears little tips. This was the group party training for the Arcans. That being said, this time I'm going to give you a mission. Come here, Campanella. And this is another character. Alright, so this is Erika, our commander in the Arcans, or like our leader. And this is Campanella, her right hand. She's really cute and an important character, I guess. If you've seen the anime, you can basically know what kind of character Campanella is. At the beginning, when the game just launched, the seiyuu for Campanella, Mao-san, was one of the, I think, driving forces of the popularity of this game. She was really cute and really helpful to all of the staff. So Campanella is like a very beloved character by all of the creators. Yes, here I am. Aww. This is the boy of the rumors that has failed the period test 38 times and got blown away, but he's a tough guy. So he became a rumor like that. Nice to meet you. Come on, don't. don't be mean to the new guy. Come on, let's introduce yourselves. This girl's name is Campanella. I'm Campanella. Nice to meet you. Okay, so about the things you're going to do for the mission this time. My first mission as a period. I wonder what kind of mission it's going to be. You're going to go to the onsen, to the hot springs. To the hot springs? Oh yes, okay. I think they're going to allow us to do something this time. Speaking of which, Haru-kun, this is the home screen. Do you know what are the parts of it? I'm sorry, I have no idea. Then I'm going to lightly introduce you to all of the features here. First of all, yes, so this is basically the game screen, home screen. You can go to quest from here, check the news, change the party, and do lots of stuff. It's a bit of a pain to explain each of the things separately, so just watch this. Okay, so this is the guild, this is the banner of what's happening at the moment, this is the news, this is the osampo, which is a walk. Like she's walking around, circling around the fountain to give you some gold. Oh, her name is Fig, right? So Fig is gathering items for you, and once a day or something, actually more often, you can click her to get some items. And this is Arena, this is the board, to dash, right, so this is the start dash missions, this is the missions, this is the present box, and this is the current event event. Okay. And down here at the bottom of the screen we have home, so this is going back to this one. This is quest, so like we just did one quest, so that's the quest area where the chapters are. This is the exchange place, Cacalia, so exchange places actually, because there are many things, many items you're going to be exchanging, like wearable items for evolving, awakening, upgrading your characters, and many other stuff. Units, it's where you create your parties, change the unit's appearance and skills and stuff, so not skills, each unit has one skill, but you upgrade your units, you do stuff with them. Call is where you bring in new friends, like new units and characters to work with you. And menu is the settings. Let me tell you how to go on with the missions as a period too. Are you ready, Haru-kun? What's important for a period is the preparation. You have to increase the friends, the party members, and change. And only after you've changed that, you can go to the missions. Did you get that? Right. So we're going to set a party. I will show you how to do that. Then we're going to quest. Then we're going to call new party members from the rewards or stuff, and then we're going to add new members to the party, and again quest. It's an endless spiral. 1 point advice. Yeah, so first we're going to call, actually, to get some stronger friends, and then we have to put those new friends inside the party and then go to the quest with those new friends. I got that. Thank you very much. Alright then. I'm going to wait for you at the quest place. So get ready and then come. It's good to first start with the call. You're going to need friends to join your party. Yes. And don't forget to bring a towel and something to change into. We're not going to have fun there, are we? It's a mission, right? Okay. Is it going to allow me to click something, please? Alright, so it's the new day, so each day we're going... Oh, okay, I think this is a special comeback login bonus. Okay, so I'm going to get a special bonus for the fact that I'm logging in for the first time in a long time. Actually, I'm logging in for the first time ever. This is Iru, or Il. It's actually a boy, but in his sister's body, whatever. Okay, he's basically saying hello, there's something going on, there's stuff to be gotten if you want, and he's going to give us a special item for upgrading Hell Realm, because he's from Hell Realm units. There's also a place where the Hell Realm units are gathering, so you can check that out. Okay, and this is for the beginners. Login campaign for the beginners, and we're also getting that. And this is for a special campaign for upgrading Haru to the maximum, to the max of his abilities, because he has a second form which other units doesn't have, which is going to be very helpful for us because we've just started, and the quests are going to be actually hard for us. Since this is the first time we're meeting the lovable Campanella, which is who's saying it's been a while, but we just met actually. Thank you for coming back. It's time to celebrate the fact that we have been reunited. And a special treat, Campanella is going to give you comeback Caroline bonus. So for the 5 days, every day we're getting 10 of those. Please come tomorrow too. And this is the normal campaign, that's a countdown login bonus, because today is we're close to the New Year's, and for the New Year there's well, basically we're waiting for the New Year. Okay, and this is event login bonus. So this December event is currently taking place with the killer. So, and this is the normal login bonus that's just happening between days 1 and 28, and each month is the same board. And for example, if you start on December 29th, you still are going to get that one in January. So it's not going to change each month, it's going to be getting one stamp for each day you're logged in. And today we're getting Zell Gold for the bonus. This is Risa, and she said that's not so bad. And tomorrow you're also getting more Zell, so more gold. This is a notice about the awakening pages. So today we got 22. We can have a maximum of 2,000 pages. 1,000 pages become one awakening book, and we can use them a max of 4 times a week. So today is actually the last day of the week, so I should have gotten 4,000 to use it 4 times if possible. And it's automatically opening the news every time I open the application. So to not get this for today, you can click here. I still have no idea how to get rid of it altogether, because it used to not be like that, but now you always see, it always shows you the news each time you log in. Yeah, so this is what the future event is going to be. These are the events that are currently going on, and other campaigns. Okay. Okay, so Fig has gathered for us 1,400 gold, so now we have some gold. That's still not very much. We're going to go to the beginners missions really soon to show you every part of this. So first is clear. Oh wait, this is the board for these two. These two are the boards for the second arc missions, second arc of the story. These are actually really hard to get right now, so we're going to skip those for now. You can do them anytime, so you don't have to do them right now. We're going to go to the first arc of the missions, first arc of the story missions, and we have 4 boards here, and we're going to start with the first one. And we're going to go one by one, I think. So this is the first one, is to set a password for our accounts, for the code that's going to be right. So this is my code. I shouldn't have shown it, whatever. And I can type some password here. I probably shouldn't do this on Vision. Anyway, if I no. If I go to the missions, first missions and this one, once I've typed the password here and then repeated it here, I can click set the password, and then whenever I want to go back to this account, I just have to type this in. So you have to save this number or this or a code. It sometimes has some numbers too. And your password, and you can get back your data. Okay, so maybe let's do the second mission. Alright, the second mission is tomorrow let's log in too. So we can't do that today because it's today. We can add a friend, maybe later. Change the leader. This is going to give us a wearable item. Change the player's information, okay. Change the options. Upgrade a unit. Change the party. And change the wearable item of a unit. Okay. So I guess I'm going to start with call to do some missions first, after all. As Cacalia has said. By the way, you can do a reset marathon, or what is it called, where you do the first missions with skipping as much as possible and then try the gacha for as many times as you want to get the characters you really want. But before that, they're going to show you a lot of tutorials, so it's a bit of a pain. Not too much, but well, if there's a character you really want, you might want to try this. This is a place where you call people, right? That's what you call it, calling people. Oh, it's a customer! Hello! Da! Wow, who are you? Iona-chan appears. Hello, hello. Are you a customer? Probably yes. Is this your first time doing a call? Iona is going to explain everything. Okay? Yeah, please. Leave it to Iona. First of all, call is what we call calling friends that are going to go on a journey with you. So in last period we are going on a journey, write the hero's story, and we can call some friends. So calling is basically doing gacha. Friends for the journey, or party members for a journey. Campanella also told me to increase my party members. That's right. There's a normal call and a rare call. There are two types of calls. First, let's do a normal call. To do that, you need call points. And then when you do normal call once a day, you can do it for free. Really? Is that fine? Yes, because Iona-chan is very generous. And then there's the rare call. Compared to the normal call, you can get stronger friends, stronger companions to call in this one. Oh, that's good. I want to call those. But you know, to do a rare call, you need lunar stones. Oh, I see. I wonder if those that I have will be enough to do that. Well then, the first one only, I'm going to give you 25 lunar stones so that you can do a free one. Is that right? Thank you. You can get it from the present box. I will come back later. Alright, so see you later. Bye bye. Okay, and here we are in the call window, call screen. This is a special call for the first 6 units that have been available in this game. This is Meldia from Hellrealm. This is Oracle, the one that sees the future from the Sky Realm. This is Slay, a witch from the Blood Realm, a vampire also, I think. This is Nero. Nero! This is the best, the most OP jammer of the whole game. I will explain what a jammer is in a moment. And this is Jammer. And yeah, he's amazing. So he's from the Animal Realm, the first unit from the Animal Realm. This is Balzac-sama. Balzac is a Spur Realm, one of the princesses, the 4 princesses, I think. And this is the Sex, the Knight of the Royal Court of Human Realm. Balzac is, of course, the princess of the Spur Realm. Okay, so these are the first 6 units, the 5-star units that were in the game. The game basically has units that are... Okay, more explanation. This is the unit page, and there's a unit menu where you can set the party, upgrade, see the list of your units, upgrade the regalia or do stuff with regalia, evolve units and sell the units. Okay, so right now we have only Haru. We can see the unit list, and this is unit list. Yes, so we only have Haru, that's the only character we have. This is going to be insufficient to actually do anything, so we need more party members. But for now, Haru is a 3-star units. There's a 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. 5 stars are the rarest and strongest units. Here is the type of units. Haru is a hero, so a hero. The hero as well as the killer are 2 classes that are have really powerful HP, attack, and speed parameters. There's also the attacker, which has a very strong attack power. There's also a defender, which has high HP and has a skill that allows him to get enemies to attack him instead of his allies. Then there's the supporter, which can have a skill that heals units, so that's a healer. And there's a jammer, which can have a skill that allows him or her to make enemies' life harder. For example, they can put some status changes to those units, so that's like paralysis, sleep, blindness, poison, and stuff like that, as well as parameter changers like attack down, guard down, speed down, and stuff like that. Okay, so this is what realm our unit is. Even though we are from the human realm and Haru is from the human realm, we can have all kinds of realms, units from all kinds of realms in our party all the time. It doesn't matter. Even though I said I'm the human realm, I could have been anything and I still could have gotten Haru. That's alright. This is a special upgrade that's very powerful. We're going to do that later. This is where we can put Haru into our favorite units, so that we don't sell him at some point. And this little icon here allows us to see his art in full, because looking at art is what this game is all about. And if we go to the right side, we can see his icon, as he will be appearing in the chibi form in the battle. So this is how he looks like when he waits. This is the basic attack skill. This is the skill, the special attack skill. This is how he runs between the waves. This is his pose for winning. Oh, he dropped his weapon. This is how he does the guard. And this is when you fail the guard and he's achieving damage. And this is how he looks like when he's on the verge of dying. There's different motion when he's nearly dying. And this is a pose that he does when he's unable to attack. So you could say he's dead, but he actually comes back after the battle. So he's just unavailable during the battle that you're doing at the moment. But the next time you're going to fight, he's going to be alright. So he's just knocked out. Okay, so that's Haru. Here is his level. It's on level 1. For 3 stars we can go up to level 50. For 1 star it's level 30, 2 stars level 40, 3 stars level 50, 4 stars level 60, and 5 stars have a maximum level of 70. HP, attack, and speed are all going to increase slightly depending on what kind of character he is during the level up. So the green, this is his basic HP, this is his basic attack, this is his basic speed. 50 is about an average, and this is an additional HP that he has, probably from this ability. These are going to be regalia. Regalia are also displayed here. I will tell you more about Regalia next time. This is his description, so I won't give up. That's why it became a period. Okay, this is spoiler. later. Anyway, this is Haru, and he has a high determination to become a hero, to become a period that helps people, that cleanses the spirals that are troubling them. Okay, skill. This is the leader skill. So he has an attack, a normal attack, right? Then he has a skill. This is the skill. And this is a leader skill. A leader skill is something else than the skill. When we go to the party setting, this is our party. Okay, so party. Party 1, change the regalia, change all the units at once. This is the leader, and these are 4 places where you can put other units, and this is where the leader skill is. Okay. So Haru's leader skill is alright, light. This is light. He has a small boost to light units' attack power. So if there were 4 light units here, he would have his leader skill would give them all a small attack upgrade. Okay, what are the elements? So this is light. We have 5 elements in last period. This is water, there's green or wind or plants or well, anyway, and then there's fire, and I think there's going to be more about that later. Anyway, water defeats fire, fire defeats green, green defeats water, and there's the light and darkness, and light defeats darkness, and darkness defeats light. Yeah. Okay, and this is the skill, the special attack, because the normal attack is not listed, it's just a normal attack. The special skill is attack one enemy with a middle damage. Middle damage is not too good, but not so bad, so it's going to be a little stronger than his normal attack. And this is how much SP, which is special skill points, which is how much skill points he needs to do that attack, so how much he needs to load his charge to be on the maximum level. Then we have the abilities. Abilities are something different than skills. Each unit has 1 star and 2 stars has none, 3 stars have 1 ability, 4 stars have 2 abilities, and 5 stars are the strongest with 3 abilities. On the other hand, normally 3 stars and 4 stars have 2 boards. Harry is a special case and he has 3 boards. And 4 stars have 2 boards, and 5 stars have only 1 board. Boards are the final form of upgrading a unit. You need special materials to do that. We can't do any of this right now because we don't have either gold nor materials to upgrade his board. But if we had the emblems and the materials, we could give him some special boosts. Also gold. We have no gold. Okay. So this is our level 1 Haru. To upgrade him, we can click this button, which is upgrade, and this one, which is evolve. Haru can't be evolved, so this is grayed out, but he can be upgraded, and we just so happen to have... Right, so first choose the items you would like to Alright, first you choose if you would like to level up or upgrade his skill level. So skill points were these skill points, right? Level 1. You can have the skill of level from 1 to 5, and the only thing that changes is not the strength of the skill. The skill is going to be as strong as ever, anytime, but the required skill points are going to drop by 20 at the maximum level. So if he needs 100 skill points right now to use his skill, if we upgrade it to level 5, he's going to need 80 skill points to launch his skill. In other words, he's going to do that more often in the battle, because it's going to the gauge is going to go up. He's going to use the skill, then his skill is going to gauge up again. Okay, so we can give him 3 of those and get him to level 5. That's a little better, so maybe let's do that. And it's a normal success. There's a normal success which gives you 1 time the experience, and there's the reddish better one which gives him 1.5 the experience he would have gotten, and there's the hyper, the violet or purple one, which gives him twice the experience he would have gotten. This is where his skill can be upgraded, but we have no materials, and you can use other elements to upgrade his level as well, but the one of if it's the one with the same elements as him, then there's going to be a bigger upgrade in his level, so only use those. Okay, so we have a level 5 Haru. That's still not quite enough to fight, so we're going to call some friends. And let's actually start with the free gacha. Okay. This is a rare gacha that is because we're before the new year, they're giving 1 free gacha every day, so it's just a free unit we're getting. It's probably going to be a 3-star with 82% chance. 4 stars have 15% and 5 stars have 3%. And we're going to get just 1, so there's no guarantee to get a higher level, higher rarity character. Okay, so first let's try the countdown free pool. You can get that each day, once a day, and it resets at the moment when in Japan the clock strikes midnight. If Iona-chan comes, you can maybe hope for something. But no, the blue light means it's going to be a 3-star unit, and we got a Spare Realm unit. Come again to meet Iona. We could have skipped by clicking skip too. Okay, so our first unit is Maidamari, and she's a supporter. Oh, that's really good. Alright, so her skill is heal 1 ally, but with big healing, so that's 30% of healing. And also put him in the renewal state, which is that each turn he's going to okay, so when we click that skill, that unit is going to choose the 1 unit that has the least damage. So if we had a defender that was nearly dying, she would choose that unit and she would heal him with a lot of healing, and then she would put him in the renewal state. That means each time that unit's turn would come up, that unit would heal a little bit on itself. So it's a really good unit. She's from the Spare Realm. She's a supporter, so a healer in this case. Haidamari. She's a green unit and she's a 3-star. This is her story. You can read her story here. And her ability is that the healing spheres are going to come out easier, more easily. we have no regalia for her. Okay, so this is a good healing unit, that's okay. Good thing we got her. So now this is grayed out, and because the Japanese midnight is in 1.5 hours, so we can do another call in 1.5 hours. Secondly, there's normal call, which we don't really have much points to do, but as well as with the countdown call, we can do one for free. So we're going to call some 1 stars and 2 stars. 1 star units and 2 star units. Please stop, okay? Okay, white light means that it's going to either be a 1 star or a 2 star. This is a 2 star. This is a 1 star priest. This is a special material for upgrading units. This is a special material for upgrading regalia. And again regalia. And this is a 1 star unit archer. And more for regalia. More for regalia. And this is a 1 star unit. And this is for upgrading green units. Congratulations! So good, isn't it? You must be happy. Okay, and we get a list. If we had skipped, we would just get this list. Alright, so we got 1 2 star unit, a healer 1 star unit, a good material, 1 archer, one bigger one of the regalias and 3 smaller ones, and a warrior, and 1 water warrior of 1 star, and okay, so this is a green item for upgrading units. So the things you can get from a normal call are really useful, so I advise you to at least do 1 call each day. This is the normal rare call. I advise against ever pulling this one, just don't do it, there are better calls to do. This one is for the beginners, so I'm going to do that in just a moment. And the step up. The step up calls are basically what is the best thing to pull in last period. It gives you a guaranteed 5 star unit for the 3rd step, so whenever you can, don't do any 1-time calls or 10-time calls, actually always do a step up, which is step 1, step 2 and step 3. Step 1 usually costs 200 lunar stones, which we don't have. The 2nd step costs 250 and the 3rd step costs 250, and the first one has a guaranteed 4 star, the 2nd one also has a guaranteed 4 star, and the 3rd one has a guaranteed 5 star, which isn't necessarily the one that is from the limited units that are for each gacha, for each call, but well, at least you're getting a guaranteed 5 star, so always go for the step up calls. And this is the end of the year step up call, where you can get all the units from the year 2019. This is Kimono Aletia, or well, anyway, Japanese styled Aletia. This is Japanese styled Haskill. She's an archer, right? Aletia is a unit from the Hell Realm. She's very popular, and she got her limited version of the New Year kimono version. And this is Haskill, the chief of the police, so something like the arc ends in human realm, which is the police, which is like the army or a police. In animal realm, they have the police force, and it's called Momokuro Endo. Momokuro End, and it's mostly dogs, which is really cute because dogs are the police and their period department. So the period department is a police in that country. So this is from the animal realm, and this is Arthur. He's another knight from the human realm. This is Valentine Oracle. Alden, sorry. This is Valentine Oracle. Alden. Okay, Alden is a healer from the Spur country. I think she's also one of the princesses, and she's like the nicest one because she actually heals people. And by the way, thick tights Futomomo is the selling point of this game. So if you were wondering why the characters have such thick tights, this is the reason. So apparently the main character artist Whooping Sensei really loves them, and they're really nicely drawn, even if they are really thick. Enjoy. This is the Chinese vampire sisters. Each of these characters is a 4-star, I think, and can be upgraded to a 5-star, I think. And there's also a limited version where those 3 characters are together. I think they're from Hell Realm, and this is a really strong attacker. And this is Moegi Sensei Murakumo, Moegi Murakumo. This is a really strong period, retired period, kind of, from the human realm, and she's the teacher of our teacher Erika. And she's from human realm, and she's a hero, and she's fire. Very strong character as well. This is Wolf Astoria from Blood Realm. As you can see, not all of the art is great, some is really bad. But then there's this. This is Ripa from Spur Realm in her swimsuit version from this year's summer. Ripa is Reaper is a character that usually goes in this pumpkin-like vehicle, and she likes to fix stuff. She's a hero, and she's green tree or wood element. This is Yukata Nero. My favorite character is Nero. So this is another version of him from his past. As I have said, Nero is the best jammer. So he's really good at paralyzing enemies. His rate of paralyzing enemies is the strongest, but this version is actually an attacker, a water attacker. So it's not a jammer. It's another version of that character. And this is Fio, the swords king, Fiora. Fiora is the king of the human realm, the realm that we're currently in. Also the one where the hopeless city, where Erika and Haru are, is, but also she's actually in the Wiseberry, so in the capital of the human realm, right? So she's the king. It's never explained how is a girl a king, but it is. Or rather, she's a princess king or something like that. I never understood which. Is she a princess or a king? I suppose the old king is retired, so she's the practical king, but she's also a princess because she's a girl, she has to be a princess. So she's a princess king. But in this case, she's a sword king, Fiora, because this is after the time skip. Spoilers. Okay, and she's a hero, and she's darkness. She's also very strong. So this is Joya Iona, night lamp Iona version. So this is Iona-chan, basically the character that was just doing calls for us, but her hell version for this year's Halloween. This is a very good and very strong character. I recommend anyone who gets her to get to be happy. And this is another version, Halloween Sly, another version of the Sly character we've already seen. So Sly is from the Blood Realm, and she's a vampire, I think. And here she's ghost busting. And this is Halloween Alice, la la la. Alice is from Human Realm, but her art is really bad. Okay, so this one is for 150, is the step 1 for 10 calls, right? So you would call 10 units, then step 2 is for 200, 10 units, and step 3 is a guaranteed 5-star, and it's for 250 lunar stones, right? So it's every limited unit from the last year as well. Here you can click to see who's in the lineup, as well as all the average units. So even if you pull this and you actually get the 3% that is a 5-star, you have only 50% to get one of those limited units, and then from here onwards are the normal units that you could have gotten in the normal rare call as well. So you actually, there's only half a chance that if you get 3% chance to get limited a 5-star, then there's only 50% chance that one of those 5-stars is actually going to be a limited unit. Yeah, so those are all the 5-stars, the normal ones. And there's even more of the 4-stars. So most of the time you will get 9 3-stars and only 1 4-star, or 9 3-stars and 1 5-star if it's a rare, a third step of the step up. But in some cases you get like 2, maximum of 3 4-stars. That's really lucky. And just like once in a lifetime you get 3 or 4 5-stars in one call. That's basically amazing, and you're probably never going to get that again. So yeah, it's a 5-star every 3 calls, every 30 calls is about what the rate is. It's a special forget the last year call, which is 108 lunar stones, because I think they ring the bell on the new year 108 times to forget the old one. This is a step up for the currently ongoing event with the killer. Normal gacha for that killer if you really want her and didn't get her. And this is a special call for limited units from Hell Realm. So the first 2 were already introduced. Those are the Chinese vampire sisters. This is the kimono Aletia, and this one is the Meldia from the start gacha, but her swimsuit version, very thick. And this is this is my favorite unit, like maybe not favorite, but one of the favorites ones. This is a Holy Knight Iru, or Holy Knight Iru, which is a second Christmas unit to appear. And Il is a scientist whose body was always weak, and he kind of died, but his sister was also a scientist, and she was really persistent, and she put his soul in her body, and her soul came into the cape's body, kind of. So she's like, I don't think it's visible here, but she's a cape that's always floating behind Iru, right? So he's a boy, but he's inside his sister's body, so he's a girl, like. And his sister is really cute, and she's always nagging him to eat more sugar because he's still weak. Okay. And this is the same call if you still want them and didn't get them in the first one for 150. And we're back to the basic one. Okay, so let's just do this one. because it's for free. And we have a guaranteed 5-star here, so the units that we can get here are only the ones that first appeared when the game was released. So when you do a startup marathon, restart marathon, you tend to just want to get a really strong one here. Oracle is strong in a way that she's a supporter, so she's a healer, which is going to be helpful. But in the end game, she's a useless character, so it's not too good as to use her in the future. Meldia is also pretty weak, although she has blindness, so maybe that's what you need. Balzac is she has I think slowdown skill, and she attacks all enemies, so that's good. Sly attacks all enemies and has revenge, so she has a low HP, so it's easy to kill her, but she has I think she has the biggest damage output and speed. Zex is also an attacker. He has a pretty decent attack range, and it's actually harder to kill him than her for some reason. So those are the attackers. Those three are like okay-ish. Those two I wouldn't recommend, but blindness, okay. Alright, and Sly and Balzac and Nero attack all units as a skill, and Zex and Meldia and Oracle, actually Oracle just heals. Zex and Meldia attack only one unit, right? So Balzac, Sly and Nero are the ones that attack everyone. And Nero is basically the best jammer in this game. He's absolutely OP, overpowered, and yeah, he's just the best. He has the biggest rate of paralyzing units. He's an endgame character. Basically, if you get Nero, just be happy you got Nero, plus his art is amazing. Okay, so I hope I got Nero, probably not, but let's see which of these I'm going to get. If Fiona-chan appears, maybe you can hope for something? Okay, so this is how it looks like when a 5-star appears. Then we got Oracle. Okay, so we got a good healer to start with. That's fine. And we got another 4-star, which is not guaranteed, so we're actually lucky to get a 4-star at this point, and the gacha is not set to go from high to low, so first one is the guaranteed 4-star or guaranteed 5-star, but then the next ones are random, so the fact that we got the 4-star on our second call is nothing, is not set in stone, so we could still get another 4-star here, and we could get, here goes a 4-star, Black Bear, and we could still get a 5-star here from. So if as a first one we get a 5-star, we can get another 5-star inside the next 9 ones. But if you get the first one a 4-star, then you can only get another 4-star in the next ones. So the first one is always the highest rarity. Okay, so we actually got a really good setup here, so I'm not going to be resetting this, but if you wanted to, you could just exit your game, not save the password, and clear the cache, and start again to play again. Okay, so this is a really good healer to start with, so I'm happy to have her. I would have preferred Nero, but that's fine. She's healing all units a lot, and she cleanses one of the status changes. Her leader skill is big boost to HP for the Sky Realm, and she has ability of that the healing spheres are going to come out easier. That's really bad, but whatever. Then she has the ability that her the healing for light element is going to be higher. So that means that if all the healers that are light in her party are going to get a boost to healing. Not that only the light characters are going to be healed more efficiently. She, as a light character, is going to be healing more efficiently. And the third ability is Revival. We of course have to first upgrade her to get those abilities available, but Revival means that once she's knocked out, she comes back to life with some HP. And revive. Okay, so that's our healer. That's really good. Next, the 4-star Rize. Okay, so she's a jammer, and she's actually a jammer that paralyzes, which is like Nero, only weaker. As her skill, she can attack an enemy for a big damage, and with a high probability she's going to paralyze that enemy, but only one enemy is going to be paralyzed. She's a darkness, and her leader skill is the darkness units get a middle boost to speed. And her ability is that upon attacking, she paralyzes an enemy. She doesn't do it as often as Nero would have, but still paralyze is a good skill, is a good status change for us, because paralyze makes the enemy not move for one turn. So basically, no attack, no damage to us. This is really a good one. It's not as good as Nero's, because Nero's probability of paralyzing an enemy is higher than hers, but it's decent. So she's a jammer, like Nero. She's jamming the enemies. And then we have Kurokuma, so black bear. There's a white bear and a black bear. They are both idols, and they both can become a 5-star. So we're going to 5-star her. So a 5-star, to get a unit from being a 4-star to a 5-star, you have to evolve her. So we will be able to evolve her later on. You need materials to evolve her, of course. And so upgrade is leveling up. Upgrade means bringing her level to 60 and then 70 when she's a 5-star. And evolution means that from a 3-star you could change to 4-star, or from a 4-star you change to a 5-star. Those are the only options for evolution. And Black Bear is actually a defender, a really strong defender, so she's going to be tanking for our party. She has a skill of reducing damage for the animal realm, and her skill, the tanking skill, is she gives herself a middle boost to HP, so she's healing herself for a middle output of HP, and then for some time she calls all the enemy attacks to herself, so all of the enemies are going to attack her instead of our other units. But the required SP is really high, so we're going to need to reduce that to 120, because 140 is enough for our party to be wiped out, so we need to upgrade this as soon as possible. And her ability is HP up, because as a defender she's going to need a lot of HP to be able to get as many attacks before she's knocked out. And then there's Pinch Guard, so which is not important because it's going to be reset when she's evolved to a 5-star. But a Pinch Guard is that when she's nearly dying, she's going to have even higher damage reduction. Okay, so we got two really good, nice units, and we also got Tabemono, which is so her name is basically food. She can also be evolved from 3-star to 4-star. She's from that realm, and she has an effect of reducing damage to all units for the middle threshold. So that's actually a really good skill that has helped me a lot when I was a beginner. So we're also going to upgrade her, and the ability is Healing Sphere is coming out more often, which is fine for a beginner level. Who else do we have? And we have some attackers, so that's fine. Alright, so we basically have our team. Now let's first put them in our party. Let's first see the missions, because I think we've done some missions, maybe. Okay, so we've cleared the mission of upgrading our unit. That was when we did, we had Haru leveled up to the level 5, right? So we got 5 medals, dress medals for that. Let's now change the party. So this is our party. We have Haru. Actually, let's leave him as, or maybe let's change the. Let's change the party. Let's change it to this one to get the boost to defense. Let's put Oracle here. Let's put Haru here. And let's put... what's your name again? And... if I put in Tabemono, we're not going to have enough attacks, so for now I'm going to put Gozel in here. I think Gozel is an attacker. If I click and hold, it makes the unit appear immediately. Okay, so he's a defender. Okay, so now let's change Gozel for someone else. Who are you? You were Lacreed? Yes, that's Lacreed, and he's also a defender. Okay, no, he's also evolvable. Who are you? Sorry, I forgot all of the 3 stars because I rarely use them. Okay, so she has a big damage to one enemy. Fire attack. Not too good. What are you, I think? Okay, so she's a jammer, I think. Yes, she's a jammer, and she has, with a high probability, she gives poison to all of the enemies. That's actually good. And she also poisons them at the attack, so I think we're going to go with the poison one. So we have like 1 attacker, 2 jammers, and defender and healer. That's not good. But let's try. Okay, so now we've added the party, so we can upgrade Haru a bit more. That's good. We don't need that now, or that. Or that. Okay, for now, let's go. And let's see the missions. Here, alright. So, every day there's a daily mission, and the first one is click to get some items from Fig, so gather gold from Fig. The next one is do a call, since 1 call is always free, so you don't have to pay anything to do that. Clear a quest once, clear a quest 3 times. Succeed in doing 10 times a guard, any guard, so holding is fine too, and clear of all of the missions is the last one. This is the weekly missions. This one we're not going to do. this is upgrade a unit 3 times. So instead of putting all materials at once, you can do it once, then twice and thrice to get this done in one go. This is to awaken a unit twice, awakening with the awakening pages or awakening book. I will talk about that later. Regalia, upgrade a regalia thrice and get 30 times a perfect guard and get 35,000 experience in a quest, and then do the arena. Arena is still unavailable for us though, so we won't be able to do that. Those are the normal quests. So this is get 10 units in the log in the catalog of units. This is set a unit to a liked one. This is get some presents from Fig, from the sample, from the walk, and this is tutorial. I have no idea what it is. These are some more missions I will talk about later, so we can click here to get everything that's available in this normal only. Then there's units, we can upgrade our units. We get 1 lunar stone for level 10, 1 for level 30 and 1 for level 60 or 50 or 70, whatever is the maximum level of that unit. And let's also get those. Okay, so now let's go to the quests and get some grinding items to upgrade our units. So this is the main story arc 2, so the second part of the main story. This is really hard, so we're not going to do that right now. This is main story arc 1. This is where the next chapter, the plot basically happens, so we're going to do that in a moment. This is the current event, which is probably too hard for us right now. This is what we're going to do, which is upgrading materials. This is the tower, and this is multiplay. So let's go to the upgrading materials. This is training grounds for the units. So basically here are, right now they are all available, but usually it works like this. The gold quest is available during the weekends, so Friday night to Sunday. Actually, it's the Japanese time of Saturday and Sunday, but in Europe it starts at the evening of Friday and ends at the evening of Sunday. Then on Monday we get, because in Japanese Monday is Getsuyobi. Getsu means a moon, so moon is something close to darkness, right? Moon comes out at night, so the darkness materials are available during the Mondays. Then Tuesday is called Kayobi, which is Ka is for fire, so it's a fire day. And Tuesday, yeah, it's a fire day, so you can get fire items on Tuesdays usually. Today it's all available. Wednesday is a water day, and so Suiyobi. And Mokuyobi, wood is the first day. And then on Friday it's Kinyobi, so it's gold, but gold is like light, so we get light on the Friday, right? So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday is gold. Those are the same. And right now we're going to do... This is a special quest which is only available once a day, so you should probably try to do it, at least the lower version. This is really rarely available, so I think maybe we could try this one to see if we can finish it at all. This one gives you the books that are required to level up the skills. So I was saying that our Kurokuma needs some skills to be able to use her skill faster. So we are going to get some right here. And the first one is a standard, so this is an easy standard difficulty. Then there's an expert, and then there's ultimate. The training grounds quests are usually easier than the normal ones, so except for the beginning of the main story. So let's try this one. And here we can choose a supporter. We can choose one from the all units, one from the fire units, one from the water, tree, or wood, light, and darkness. And we will be able to set one for each of the elements and two for and another one for no elements. And as to who to choose, I'm going to choose Choco-chan because she's going to make the required AP lower. Also, she's basically going to do this quest for us without us even having to try. As you might have noticed, her level, my level is 115111, her level is 100, so that means she's been upgraded beyond the maximum level of 70. This is a very endgame thing, it's called Last Regalia. Many people who start the game tend to do that with, for example, their first units, which is not good because those units are basically maybe not trash, but not good enough to be to have Last Regalia used on them. So when you get Last Regalia, for now just keep them and don't use them, and later I will explain what to do with them, and you should only use them on your favorite characters. And on New Year there's going to come out a select call, so you can select the one character you really want to get and get him, and then get him to level 100. That's basically what you should do. So don't use Last Regalia on any other units like those for now, unless like Haru's your... Okay, but basically don't use Last Regalia on Haru, because Haru is the one unit you can never sell. So if you used Last Regalia on Oracle and you got her to level 100, but later you realize that she's not that good of a unit and you actually don't need her, you could sell her and get the Last Regalia back. But if you did that to Haru is unsellable because he's the main character. So you would be left with 9 or 10, 11? I think 11 Last Regalia lost to your Akon, so that can basically destroy your Akon for you. So just don't give Haru Last Regalia for now. Only when you really you've played it for like a year and you think that you really need Haru to be level 100, then yeah, sure, but don't do it now. You will see that there are many characters you will like more than Haru here, although he's very cute. Okay, so we're getting Choco, and you know, her speed is 86, her attack is like 17,000, and her HP is like 16,000, and she has this special skill that makes her turn into a second form, which is completely unique to Choco-chan, and there is no other character that does that. And her leader skill, is a boost to attack to all units regardless of their element, and she also makes the AP, the action points consumption, smaller. Okay, so now I'm going to use this to speed up the attack, and I'm going to click actually auto to make them attack on their own without me doing anything. As you can see, the chain is not being connected, but the combo is, and even while auto, I can still click guard to connect the attack. Okay, we only got 8 combo, but the reward in gold is really small, so it doesn't matter. And Choco did almost all work for us, And we got 4 books, small professor books and bigger professor. Okay. And here it's asking us if we would like to add the helper that just helps us. That is rank 298, and his name is Hamuta, and his title is Marionetto, so a marionette, with Choco-chan fully awakened, fully boarded of level 100, and if we would like to ask him to be our friend. So the next time we're going to get him, he's going to give us 10 points for normal call when we use him if he's our friend. But he's probably not going to accept, because we're basically a no one and we haven't set any units as helpers yet, so for now we're going to cancel. And because the event is ongoing, we're actually going to get 24 items for doing this quest, and here it's going to tell us if we have any boosts for any units, but we don't, and the full amount. This is mode bonus. I will talk about modes in a moment. And this is shiny bonus. Some units, some enemies can be shiny, and then it gives you twice the amount. And unit bonus, so basically if you have some units from the event that had a rate up or stuff like that, they are going to give you some more points than normally. So this would have been more, but the mode was this time sunny, so it gave us no bonus. The mode can be sunny, so that's a sun, or cloudy. There's a sun, but it's kind of setting and there are clouds in front of it. Then it can be night, which is a normal moon, or I think there are clouds or stuff like that. And then it can be red moon. Red moon is there's a big red laughing moon in front. So depending on this mode bonus, you get for sunny you get 1.0, so 1 times the bonus. For the setting sun you get 1.2, for the night you get 1.5, and for the laughing red moon is twice the amount, right? So if we had a red moon in this quest, we would have gotten 48 points for the event. And we're also getting some awakening pages. If we get to 1000, we can give our oracle another awakening step. Okay, so second, the reason why I'm starting with those is because I can use those and get really not a lot of experience to be able to reduce some of that to get me maybe a little higher, get more of this used than normally. Now I'm going to do a gold quest, and for gold quest I'm going to look for Yona-chan until I find her. So here we have a Choco-chan, not quite 100 level. Right, and here I can change, right, and here I can see their attack, power, speed and HP and skill level. I can see their leader skill if I didn't know, because each unit has the same one all the time. And then I can see the regalia, so I usually put it on regalia to know what's actually in their inventory to see how strong they all are, but for now I can just choose for this one. And I'm looking for Yona-chan because I'm doing a gold quest. Oh, I could also use this one, thread, but I prefer Yona-chan for now. And since Yona-chan I know is a light unit, Arthur, no, 100. I want you as my friend. And this is Labyrinthos, another strong unit from this year. Choco-chan, oh, here she is. Okay, so this is Iona. I'm going to choose Iona-chan because her leader skill is actually give a big boost to the amount of zeni, so amount of rewards you're getting at the gold you're getting at the at the end. And she also has a medium boost to attack to all units. So first of all, we're going to get a bigger attack, and secondly, we're going to get more gold at the end. And as I said, the gold amount depends on how much combo you can do. So I'm going to do a combo of as much as possible. So I'm going to hope to get a 100 combo. I forgot to change the options to make it a little faster because I'm more used to that, but let's hope to do alright. Now, to increase the combo, I just took my random party, but to increase the combo, it would have been better to take out units whose attack is who makes more than one hit in one attack. Oh, this is the moon, right? So this is night. So we're getting 1.5 times the normal amount of gold. Plus, if I get to 100 combo, I'm getting 2.5 times that. So that's double the better amounts. Okay, and Iona-chan is also going to give me a boost to money. So I'm probably going to get a lot of gold here. Plus, each of those piglets can be sold for more gold. Okay, so I'm going to try to connect as many attacks as possible. This one is 1, Haru has 1, Oracle has 1, Iona-chan has 3, so that's only 3, that's not much. You have 2, okay. You have 1. Alright, so basically everyone has 1 attack, that's not good. Alright, 16 for the first wave. We have only 5 waves. And we really should hope to not lose our combo, because that's going to make to make us lose gold, right? So we're trying to get as high a combo as possible. I think Haru has a skill of 3 hits? No one. The other Haru has. Okay, so for my guard, I'm just holding it because I really don't want to miss. I think she's only... right. I think she's only going to give she's not going to give any damage, so that's not going to add to our attack. She's just going to make everyone poisoned. So in this case, the poison is actually going to not help us. Oh, okay, so we're at the combo of 50, so we have a guaranteed 2.0 times the amount of gold. If we lose now, if we lost that combo, we would have been starting from the start, but at the end the highest combo is counted, so the 50 combo would still come even if we didn't get to 100. At first I used Iona-chan's skill, but Iona's skill is that there's a roulette and you can get one of 6 effects, so I didn't want her to again get Nero or Oracle, who has only 1 attack, because even though there's a chance that she's going to be giving you a 6 attack Iona-chan power attack, there's a bigger chance. There's like every 2 or 3 times it's the 3 times attack, which is a normal rate for her, and there's 1 chance for 6 and there's 2 chances for 1, so it's better to do just the guaranteed 3 in her case. Okay, so now when there are 3 spheres, you can't get any more of them, so you have to click some of them to make place for the newer ones to get available. Get place for them. because they are light units, they are giving very big damage to my light units, but at the same time my darkness, because my units are darkness, but at the same time my darkness units are giving them, oh yes, 100. They're giving them, alright. Okay, so there's no point in overkilling it over 100 threshold, because we're not getting any more gold than that. And now we're going to get twice the amount of this, and some more for Yonachan. Okay, and Kurokuma, Black Bear, she is darkness, but she's a defender. The defenders are a bit special, while the darkness units get hit really strongly by the light units, which can be seen by the red numbers appearing above the units. The defender of lightness or darkness, they get reduced damage, so the numbers are going to be grayed out, so a smaller damage is going to be put on my darkness defender by the lightness unit, which is not the case when any other combination is used. Oh no, we're close to the next level. Okay, so we got some cash. This can be sold. This is because we got a combo over 100. The amount of gold is being 2.5 doubled and halved. This is the enemy drop, and this is the final. It's not actually just this, because there's also a boost from Iona-chan, right? So we could have gotten 25,000, but we got almost 200 thanks to Iona-chan and thanks to getting the combo maxed out. Plus this is worth a lot of money too. Yeah, I'm not going to ask her to be my friend just yet. And because the mode was a night, we're getting 10 additional points from the 48 points for the moon. So the amount is 58. I don't remember at the moment what's exactly like. Okay, so now there's one thing we need to do. We got some arts, actually a lot of them, and it's going to fill up our inventory of units really fast, so we should sell them. Here is actually selling, so I'm going to sell those. Right, you can sell up to 10 units at one time, and you're getting some medals for 3 stars, more from 4 stars, and even more for 5 stars. For now, I'm going to sell the money. See, so I got almost 200 from the quest points, but for selling 10 of the biggest piglets, I'm getting 500,000, so that's a lot. And once I've gotten 10 to sell, I can't click another one, so 10 is a maximum amount. So I click yes for selling. This is the amount of chosen units, this is the reset, this is the amount you're getting. So for selling those 10 units, actually those are arts, you're getting 500 gold, Zell, and 0 medals. And this is what you're getting. Do you want to really sell them? Sell them, yes I want, or cancel, I don't want. Yes, I want to sell them. And let's do another round. 300 more, so it's like 800 already. And those are the smallest ones, so that's for them. Okay, and finally, at this point, I have 1 million points. That's a lot. Gold. So that's enough to somewhat upgrade some of our units. So that's not too bad. Gold is fine for now. I mean, you could of course do a lot more of those quests to get more gold, but yeah. Okay, and right, we didn't get the presents yet. Okay, so this is our present box. All kinds of presents are visible in the first one. This is the number of pages that we have of those presents. There's really a lot of rewards. You can get them anytime if they are already here. Here is where all of the lunar stones only are, right? So, whoa. Okay, so they are giving all of the rewards that were previously available. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, you can be instantly rich once you log into the game. Nice. Units, right? So you can get Fig. Okay, Fig is the one that's doing sample. You can get this for more cash. This is Regalia. No, nothing here for now, and everything else like gold and upgrading items and wearable items all go here. Okay, so we're going to get them in just a moment. What did my mission come to? Okay, so I got a quest from the second panel saying that I did a gold quest. That's nice. And so I got more gold, so actually 3.5 million. So now I have 4 million, that's a lot. Alright. Now there's menu. So I'm going to go to some options to change them to make my life easier. So here I can change the settings of the background music, special effects and voice. I can change the voice from Haru, and actually because one of the missions for the second arc is to change the voice to... Oh, they changed it. To change the voice to Winter. I would have changed it to Winter, but we can't do that yet, so for now, no. We can change the background music. We don't have any now, so now the battle music we can change here. And yeah, this is the important stuff. So this is automatic double speed. I never play on slow speed. If you need to practice, you can play on that for now, but I'm going to click this to make my life easier. So each time a quest is starting, it's going to be faster, and the faster it can be from normal speed to 1.5 speed to double speed, and I'm going to choose the double speed to really do. Okay, maybe I'm going to go for maybe 1.5. Okay, so for now, but normally I would play on double, and that's the best one. And if you're going to play multiplayer with multiplayer with other players, you should probably set it to the maximum speed so that they don't. So maybe you should practice on this actually, so that they don't wait too much during your battle. And this is automatic auto, so I'm not going to click that because sometimes I want to start on my own. So if I want to click on auto, I will click on auto later. Auto skill. Right, so if I'm on auto mode, I can choose that the skills are automatically released whenever they get charged up. I can click that the spheres are automatically pressed, and I think there's a small illustration when the skill is being released, so you can turn that off to make the battle smoother and faster. And this is what I'm going to press right now. This is the auto sale of the Zell mobs. So the arts, the monsters that dropped from the gold quest, this is where you can auto sell them. So you won't have to click on the sell and click sell all the time. This is going to auto sell them so that you can get 500 gold at once. And this is, I'm also going to click this one because this is auto sell the grey regalia. Grey ones are not really useful. The C rank regalias are not really useful, so I'm going to sell those. And B rank are what I'm usually using because they are the most common and still decent, not as common as C, but pretty good. So B I'm going to leave, and I'm actually going to gather B regalia. Jido Baisoku. Aha, guild battles. Yeah, guild battles are not really important for me right now, so I'm going to leave them out. Guild raid battles I'm also going to leave out, and arena battles I'm also going to leave out. And this is an auto sale for 1 stars and 2 stars. Usually I would have this on, but for the time being I'm going to leave it like this because I want to see them at least once. And this is low energy mode. You can check that, but I'm on the computer, so it's not going to bother me as much. And you can have effects during the battle. Actually, let's put them on. And this is settings of when it's going to give us a notification. So when the AP is fully restored, it can give us a notification. When the Osampo is has stopped, when the walk stopped of Fig, it can give us a notification, so you can click it. If it's bothering you during the night time or stuff, you can just off it. Then this is for guild battle. If you're not in a guild, you're not participating in one, so we don't need any of those. If your guild participates in a special phase, so this is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4 of guild battle, you should have a notification for that specific phase and not for all of them. Oh, okay, and here you can set the alarm to be a few minutes before, up to 5 minutes before the actual guild battle, because you have to open the application and get ready for it. And this is for real-time notifications for the arena, so I'm going to leave that off also. Again, this was options, right? And this is friends, this is player information, so let's go for the player information. I can change my name once. Okay, once a year, I think. No, sorry, it can be changed once a week, right? So I'm going to change to guide because this is beginner's guide. Okay. And I'm a period. This is where I can change my title, so I can change it to Hajime Mashite, so hello for the first time. This is for the beginners. This is enjoy, okay, so when you want to just enjoy it and not be a hardcore player. This is a gachi or a gachi player, so really a hardcore player style. This is looking for friends. This is looking for guild members. And this is Human Realm, Spare Realm, Animal Realm, Blood Realm, and Sky Realm, and Hell Realm is my location, right? So located in this place. So I'm going to change it to Hajime Mashita. And I can change my leader. But I don't really have any nice leaders, so I'm going to leave it at Haru, or I could set art to be my leader, and then change it back to Haru, so that I just make the mission complete. And here we can set the helpers, right? So For my number one helper, I guess I could set... I guess I could set Oracle. Once I've leveled her up, it would be maybe useful for other people. And I can set one for each of the elements, but they are not really strong, so they're not going to help anyone, so I'm going to forfeit that for now. And here I can say something. Usually you say stuff like hello, or I've been playing since this and this time and let's be friends or something like that, but for now I'm going to use this, okay? Stories, where you can read the stories from before. A room is where you can talk to people. This is for changing the accounts, right? So this is where we can set the passwords. As I said, I won't be doing that online because you will see my password. Here you can buy lunar stones. And you can also go to the exchange place for lunar stones, buy lunar stones for real money, so yen. Use lunar stones to increase the unit amount. Use lunar stones to increase the maximum is 100 for now, and 200 in the box. And increase the number of your friends. The maximum is normally 50. And increase the number of regalia. Regalia, the maximum number is normally 100. And I think it gives for 5 lunar stones 5 places. This is the things we have. This is the wearable items, and this is items. This is for upgrading, for evolving, we have none. This is for awakening, so the awakening books. This is keys, and this is others. So we only have some stuff for upgrading. We need some more to actually have some useful units. This is the stamps. There are some basic ones. There are 5 spreads of those, and what you do, you basically click this in the guild battle or multiplayer battle. When you play with other people, you can say Yoroshiku, which is hello, and then Gambaro, so let's work hard in playing that. Then we can say Raja, I got this, Roger. Or we can say wow, amazing, sugoi. Or chotto matte, chotto machinasai yo, which is Riza saying just wait a second. And then we can say arigato, which is thank you so much. Or gomenne, sorry if you did something wrong. And kinisuruna is don't worry about that. And choko is unyu, when you have no idea what's happening, mostly when the server crashes. This is omedetou gozaimasu, which is congratulations, which isn't really used, I guess. The more useful ones are like Q, if you're happy. Arigato gozaimasu is a common one for thank you very much. This is a good one, but don't use it, please. Sa Ikwayo from Fio is okay, let's go. Is the leader of the multiplayer party, uses that one to say that we're going to start. This is Daya-chan mówiąc koshi matsunadia. So she's saying that we should wait a little bit when there are 2 members of the multiplayer game, and we're waiting for the third one. So please wait just a little more, asking for the patience of you. So if the other player says okay, then you're good to go, and if he's like go man or something, so he's going to leave the room. This is like disappointment when the server crashes. Oh, this is the one you can use for like skoshi matsunaja, so wait a second. Okay, wait, I'm going to wait, no problem. So you can wait for like 5 minutes. And if no one comes, it's like, but soon it's empty. Okay, and this is just being happy. These two are very specific. This is please let's let's choose the same realm, and this one is please let's choose the same element. For example, if they're fighting against a wood unit, you would want to fight with fire. So if you they might be asking you to change to all fire units. Yeah, and there are many more versions, newer and older ones. This is another version of Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, so hello, and after that you go arigato gozaimasu, because you have to thank you for being welcomed, right? This is another thank you. This is another Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. This is another arigato, so another thank you. This is hello. This is hello when you're not sure you're happy to be here, or hello if you feel you're not skilled enough to be in this party, but you're still hoping that they're going to help you with this quest or stuff. This is a downer. This is love. This is no problem. This is also often used, and this is also daijoubu, so no problem. That's good. So those are better examples of kinisuruna, because Jirets, don't worry about it. Kinisuruna is a bit like, well, I'm disappointed, but okay. And those are like, no problem, really no problem. And this one is no problem, just no problem. So these are like, it's fine, and this is like, oh, okay, fine. So there's a difference. Oh, and this one is otsukare-sama desu. So you say that after the battle, and you can also say matane. So otsukare-sama desu, it's good work, right? And matane is bye bye. Yeah, so you can choose either one of those to say it after the battle, right? So for example, let's not say omedetou gozaimasu, but otsukare-sama desu. And instead of kinisuruna, let's say daijoubu. Oh, and this one is also sometimes used. This is gyaku. So opposite, and it means that you have in the guild battle 2 units, right? And they both have leader skills, and only the leader skill of one of them is going to be used. So gyaku means that you're going to they require you to use the other unit's leader skill. So you have to click on the first leader to first get him out of the party, and then get him back to replace the leader skill with the other unit. Okay, so this is go back to the previous settings, and this is saved. Okay, thank you for saving. And then we go back. This is the catalog of units and monsters. This is units, this is monsters, and this is help, and this is social network. Okay. So for now, let's do like one more quest in the training area, maybe. Maybe let's do, I don't know. Maybe let's do, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, maybe let's do training materials, so upgrading materials quest next. And so yeah, let's do the quest. And I hope that Choco is going to kill everyone, because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do. And this is the sun, so this is only 1.0 multiplier, so no multiplier. And I'm going to click auto to not worry about fighting too much. And I'm just going to guard. But actually I don't even need to guard, because the combo, we're not going to get much gold for this quest, so it's actually useless to do a combo, so I can just let them hit me. It's just that I'm afraid that because my units are very weak, we're not going to live till the end. Yeah, this is getting bad. Okay, so I'm going to switch to manual now, just so that I get to live. Huh? Okay, let's get Choco to her final form. Oh, not good. Okay, I forgot about this character. Yeah, this character isn't really that good at... Isn't that really that good at putting poison on other units. Okay, so let's use actually heal. Let's use some skills. Oh good, this guy is... Since this one is paralyzed now, I don't have to worry about him for too long because he's going to miss. He's going to miss an attack anyway. Maybe I won't be able to finish this. Okay, and in between the attacks I could use the spheres because they've changed it. It's just that I'm really bad at it right now. Okay, let's hope the Choco helps me to get this one done. Get this one finished. Ah. Okay, we're going to die. Oh, come on. Alright, I can already see that we're not going to live for this quest. Okay, no, wait. Because Choco can't be healed in this special form of hers, so if I were to use that healing sphere, it would be, it won't be useful on her. Okay, so now I can heal her when she's in the normal form. And I can go back to building up the chain to maybe actually defeat it. Okay, okay, so Choco alone was enough to actually beat this, but that's just because Choco is a really strong character. Normally I would have no chance of defeating them. And actually what I did is a bad idea because these items are only used for upgrading a unit to level 100, so I mean above the normal, so this actually isn't used. Okay, so it's almost the end of the day and I won't be able to use the awakening books for my 5-star characters, so I'm going to still use it for Haru, to upgrade Haru, because it's a waste not to do that. Okay, so here they are explaining that we can awaken a character to awaken a character to give them more abilities. For one awaken we get the second ability, and for 3 awakens, so plus 3, we get the third ability. 5-star requires 100 pages, 4-star 300, 3-star 200, 2-star 100, and the maximum is 15 and 24 and 99 for arts. Okay, so I gave Haru 2 upgrades, and that actually should give me a weekly. Right, so I can take the missions before the end. Oh wow, I actually did most of them, and I can get some lunar stones from the mission that was used to awakening things. That's why I did those. Okay, here we can get. Okay, so succeed 10 times at guards, do 10 combo, do 20 combo, do 50 combo, do 100 combo. Get an art, so a Zeld art is also an art, and this is get 5 or more chains. So we managed to get all of those. So let's get the rewards, and we also managed to get some missions done from the boards. Let's see what are those. Okay, so we managed to change the leader, right? So I've changed the leader from Haru to Oracle, and then, or was it? No, it was, sorry, I did the Black Bear. We've managed to, what was it? Alright, we've changed our comment in the player information, and we've changed some options, so I made the quest go double speed to adjust to what I'm used to, because I've played this game for a long time. Okay, so we got those 3. This is login tomorrow, which is going to be in 5 minutes, so we're going to get that one in a moment. This one is set the password, this one is get a friend, and this one is wear something. Make your character wear something. Okay, but I think I'm going to end here for now, because it's been a long one already, so those were the basics. This is the exchange place that is telling me that I have a lot of new things here, but we will go over that in the next stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're going to enjoy Last Period with me. Thank you, bye bye.